So, start of day 2. Old tent packed up. This is where we slept last night. My backpack ready. Took longer than Tom. Tom's ready. And where are we off to now, Tom?
First is Tarn house. So it's a lake, then Elter water.
Yeah.
Then we'll get into Langdale Valley, and then finally Scafell.
Yeah, what I'm dreading. Scafell is apparently the highest point in England, so yeah, I'm going to struggle today, but...
Not apparently, it is.
Oh, it is. So I'm going to struggle today, but it'll be fun. See you later. Where we camped last night. And this is a lake. Look how still that is. And we're following the lake all the way up to... What's the name of the town we're going to, Tom?
Coniston.
Coniston. Good enough to swim in.
This is where Campbell set the speed records in the 50s for boats.
Yeah?
And he died up here.
Oh, okay.
The footage of it.
What's that there?
Well, the old man was in the clouds there.
Okay. This was our first night last night. It's Coniston Lake, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here we are, just coming out of Coniston now, yeah? And that's the lake by where we camped last night, just around the corner over there. And unfortunately we've hit the dreaded ferns, which like makes me sweat. We're going up there somewhere. Look at that, absolutely awesome. It's just so pretty, Tom.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Nice spot.
It just gets better. Look at that. How pretty is that? I'll leave it on for a couple of minutes. Yesterday I was at my limit when we stopped, and I couldn't have gone any more. Walking over the stones, the foot took a beating. And it was just like in the middle of my foot was starting to ache a bit. I think Tom realised that's why we stopped. But I was a bit worried. Last night I slept, calves were stiff, got a bit of cramp. And I woke up this morning and was fine. Then when you walk, look at this. Don't even think about walking. Which way are we heading then, Tom? Through the V. So it's possible that we walk around there and up through there. You with me in it. Get in there. Hey, hey. Finally, I'm hiker trash. Alright, that's it for now. Put it back on again in a minute. Almost to the top. Look at that for a sight. Almost as high as the clouds. And we come from all the way down there. And I'm still breathing. Hey. Absolutely delicious. Stop for about 15 minutes. Put it on then, stop for a coffee break, and you'll see where I am. Start there. The countryside. really crappy coffee spot in it. Hey, there. Ah, I'll have this again. Can't beat it. Hey there. This is what it's like. You come up through all that. It's quite a stiffish climb. And this is what you walk towards. And it's just beautiful. Climbing gets to you, but there's always something at the end of it. It is just so lovely. Look at that view. Makes it all worthwhile. Where are we to now, Tom, do you reckon?
We're heading to Scafell Bridge,
Yeah.
then Elter Water, and then Langdales.
Okay.
And then when we hit Langdales, that's when
So,
we start our
that's the plan. And so far it's going good, so catch you later. Apparently we're coming down to a waterfall. That's where we've come from. To the water through there. I can't keep up with Tom on his on the ascents and descents. It's just too quick. Water, can you see it? What time is it now, Tom? 20 past 12. We got up about 7ish. A nice easy breakfast. Some water. Hello.
Hi.
Got up about 7ish. A nice slow breakfast. Had 2 packets of oatmeal, a cup of coffee. When we packed up, we set off about 8:30ish. Stopped at around 11, I think. I think now we're going through to about 1:30 or something, and we'll get some dinner and dry our tents out from the condensation from last night. We was going to do it at the first break, but there was no sun, so hopefully the sun will pop out and then we can do it at dinner time. Haha, look, a river crossing. See? Anyway, catch you at the waterfall. Again, I can hear the waterfall now, so I'll leave it play. That's the path we're walking on. We did something like this yesterday. It was for about 2.5 hours. Oh, it's a pain on my feet. Oh, wow. It's a waterfall. Oh, a wishing well log. Everybody stuck their money in it. Eh? Pretty sweet. Oh, there I am, by the waterfall. Another view from the waterfall. Take a look at this. Lunch and some bodily repairs. Hotspot blister coming on my left foot and nappy rash under my balls. All seems to be done. But look at that. Nice bit of slate. Where are we? Are we heading anywhere up there? Or?
No, we're carrying on down. This is the Langdale Valley now.
Oh.
We're carrying down the valley till the end of it, and then go up, and then go up.
Where do we turn off in a minute?
And now we get to the end of the valley.
Or we just follow this route through the valley?
This route just goes all the way through the valley.
Oh, okay.
This is the...
so we're going right, are we?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go right. Down here. Keep going down.
Oh, look at that.
So it goes down the corner of this one on the left.
Yeah.
We pass those two mountains up to our right.
Okay. So that's where we're heading. Awesome. Oh, and Ironman hasn't got any problems at all. Ironman hasn't even broken sweat. Well, I think he broke sweat when I dropped my trousers doing my repairs, and he said, "Oh, there's people coming." But oh, that's sweet, huh? Dog having a swim. The other side of the bridge. Camping ground. So peaceful and beautiful. Should really just leave this camera on, because look, we've gone through the camping. There's mountains where we're passing between. Look at that.
Good visibility, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice to have some really nice blue skies for the dry.
Absolutely beautiful. And we're walking between those, are we?
Yeah, we walk around that shoulder there.
Yeah.
Between them, so those mountains are on our right hand side.
Okay.
And then the valley takes.
What's the name of that tallest one again, Tom?
In the middle, that's Harrison Sickle.
Yeah. And that's about 700 metre.
I think that's. I'll have a look.
And Scafell Pike is 1,000.
Well, just under 980.
Okay. And that's the one we'll be doing tomorrow. All these people here, and you hear nothing, only the river flowing next to me. Can you hear it? Anyway, turn it off now and get a photo. Catch you later. Yeah, ferns here, which means I'm sweating. But look at this path. Hey, look at that. A bloody nightmare. But look at that. Isn't that sweet? Hey? Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. I'm going to carry on trudging along on here. See how far I get. See you soon. For an update. We've come from there and we are heading in that direction.
Around this corner.
Yeah. And that one just in front there, Tom?
The biggest one then is right in the middle of Sprinkle Crags.
Yeah.
And then Bowfell.
How high is that one?
850 something, 860.
Okay.
Bowfell's 901.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go higher than that tomorrow. Oh my god. Stop for
a Gimmer Crag, so you can see the guys in the red.
Hey?
Climbing there.
Oh yeah. See?
They're on Gimmer.
Climbing there.
No, it's not Gimmer. That's Gimmer's around the corner. Raven Crags, I think this is.
Okay.
This is the home of one of the homes of British rock climbing.
Oh, okay. That's where we are now. About 20 minutes, going to stop for coffee, and then in the last 2 hours for today. Just heard a lovely bit of news. Come from there.
You've got a better view of it from around the corner, to be honest, fella.
And see the gap there between the two peaks. We're walking right up there. The cull. So that's where we're going. This is a view at the moment. And I'll put it back on, we got a better view of that cull. Where we come from? Gotta go up there. Oh good. How far have we walked today?
We're probably about 14 miles.
So far?
12 to 14.
12 to 14 mile. And then that. Oh god. First the cuppa. Next time we'll be from up there. So yeah, we had our coffee shop. Stuck my foot in the water. Nursed my blisters. And that's where we come from. And that's where we're going. Up, up, up. And apparently over the ridge there is a lake. And I think it's about 5:30 in the evening. So I think that after that we'll make camp. Possibly go on a little bit more so we can beat the rush to the top tomorrow of Scafell Pike. We'll see. Basically depends on how quick I can do it, which is not as quick as Tom, of course. So that's where we're going, right up there. So I'll show you a photo from the top. Bye. Started the ascent. Come from all the way around the corner over there. It's Tom just after his pit stop. The waterfall. This is our trail, and that's where we're heading. So far so good. Catch you later. Not even halfway up. Looks like it, but it's not. And look, sweat hard. So I've come up so far. We come from over there. I think we had coffee round about there. Some people camped out there, doing it tomorrow. And you can't even see the top. And look at him, fresh as a daisy, not a drop of sweat. Really pissing me off.
Got my heart started before.
What a nightmare. Anyway, from a sweaty pool to an ultra dry dome. Hopefully see at the top. Again, sweaty, dry, sweaty, dry. But that's where we got to go. Just up around there. Another 10 minutes we're at the top. Yeah. And then we got to descent to the lake, which is our camp for the evening. But in 1.5 hours, or 1 hour 35 minutes to be exact, we've walked from basically where my finger touches a trail is roughly where we stopped for a coffee, and in 1.5 hours we've come all the way up here, which for me is absolutely outstanding, and I'm feeling every second of it. But from a sweaty pool, and I'll be back at the top. Yes, so made it. How long, Tom?
1:55.
Hour 55 minutes. I would say 3/4 litre water with 13 to 14 kilo on my back. First attempt, impressed. If you see where we've come from, you can't see the steepness of it now, but way over yonder. Hey? Way over yonder. So walk with me a little bit, and let's see if the trip up was worth it. Although we are now, I think we've done 608 meters, Tom, yeah?
We're at 600, yeah, 680, yeah.
So we've got basically another 380, 390 to climb tomorrow.
We've got more than that.
Hey?
It goes ups and downs, so we're halfway up here.
Okay. To make me feel good about it, a total extra height of 390. But apparently it's a lot harder. Some really steep parts in it. So
Mountain in the cloud there.
yeah.
We've got to go up to the right of that road.
Can we see?
No, that's Great End. That's in the clouds there.
That's Great End. Yeah.
Great End is on the Scafell range.
Yeah. But we can't see Scafell Pike.
Scafell Pike is straight through there. But,
So it's just around there. The clouds are coming in. Oh, look at that. I see water. Oh, I see a lot of water. It's like being on top of the world. All the mountains in the background. This place is just amazing. Absolutely exhausted me because we'd done, it's a bit difficult to estimate the mileage, but we're thinking anything between 12 and 14 mile today before we hit this. So I would say as a bet probably 14 miles, maybe 14.5 miles in total, maybe 15, but it's been a good hard slog. Which, yesterday was a hard slog as well because we started late. So, but look at that. And where are we setting up camp, Tom?
down here on the shore somewhere.
Down here we're setting camp. So I'll show you where we're camping later. Ciao for now. Here we are at our campsite. End of day 2. I think roughly 28 miles done. So a third of the way there. So we're on schedule. Is that right? Yeah. There's the lake. That's where we come from, and tomorrow that's where we're going. My tent, Tom's, Ironman's tent, our water supply, Tom's cooking. Oh, he's already found a cooking place. Look at that. I'm still out packing, and that's a beautiful view down the valley. Look at that. But I have to be completely honest, I'm absolutely shattered, so I'm going to turn this off now and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Cheers.